your body doesn't really have that much for those first couple days. So sometimes the child may just be pacifying himself. And if you're feeling sore or sleepy and you feel that the child has been sucking for a long time, if you were planning to use a pacifier or anything of that sort, you might want to introduce that and just realize, because sometimes we get stuck as women and think, oh, my child's hungry. I don't care how much it hurts. I don't care how tired I am. I'm going to keep feeding him or her. And the baby's not even eating anyway. They're just, being close, and which you can still be close and, suck the pacifier. But which leads me to the other thing is that breastfeeding, ladies, in the beginning, it is very painful. You will see things in the store like creams and ointments that you can rub on the nipple, and it is safe for the baby to eat with that on. So you might want to take some of that to the hospital with you. Some hospitals may provide it, some may not. But don't give up. The books and everything tell you that it becomes a not painful thing to do. And it's the truth. I used to think that the book and everyone was lying to me. I said, how could something this painful ever go away and become not painful at all? And it does. And it's so worth it. If that's what you're planning to do, if you want to breastfeed, my thing is don't give up. It will be okay. And there's plenty of places, a lot of resources and people out there nowadays to help in that area. If you're not planning to breastfeed, that's fine as well. There, to each his own. Doesn't make one choice better than the other. I'm just sharing with you what my experiences have been. Let's see. Sleep deprivation. You hear about it, but you don't really know much about it until you go through it. Just be prepared to not get much sleep the first few days. Enjoy the sleep when you're in a hospital. The baby is there. There's nurses and everyone coming in and out. But it's still a chance to kind of regain yourself before you go back home. So once you get home, just be prepared that the child, the baby is going to sleep a lot during the day and be awake a lot at nighttime. So just be prepared to be sleepy, tired, drowsy. And again, as I said before, just allow yourself that. It's okay. It's okay to be sleepy. People are going to understand. If there's anything that you don't have to do, just wait. It doesn't make you a bad mommy, a bad wife, a bad girlfriend, a bad woman, anything. It just means that you're sleepy, you're tired, and you have the right to be. You just had a human being come out of your body. Another thing that I recommend with when you do go home, people are going to be very, very quick to say, oh, when are you coming home? We're going to come see you. We're going to come see the baby. I think that is lovely. Family and friends are wonderful to have. Some people enjoy that immediate visit. But if you're not one of those people, if you tend to be a person that likes to woosah a minute, like the kind of person that takes the day off the day after you return home from vacation just to get that one day to kind of transfer, get yourself ready, then you might want to just, if you're coming home on Monday, let people know I'll be home Monday, but, Tuesday is a great day to come by. You just sometimes may not want a house full of people the first day that you come home. And if that's fine with you, that's okay. But just something to give you to think about if you are the type of person that does kind of like that brief breathing I won't call it breathing space. I'll call it woosah moment. I think we're almost done here. Sorry this is so long, but I just really wanted to share this with you guys. Getting back into your normal clothes. For some reason, this is something we all go through, and every day you're going to try on something and say, does it fit yet? Can I close it? Does my button snap? It's okay if it doesn't. It's going to probably be a while, and it's all right. We're so eager to get back into our normal sizes, what we're used to being, but it's going to take a while. And if it does seem to be dragging on to you, just remember that, you had to gain enough weight for your body to produce a human, to give another baby nutrients and also protect that child in there. So to get back to your normal size, even though it's something that we all want to do, if it's not happening as fast as you like, just remember there's nothing wrong with you. Just give your body time. And again, I recommend, just being aware of what you eat and trying to get some exercise in there. And always talk to your healthcare provider before starting any exercise regimen. Some will say, a certain amount of weeks after the delivery before starting exercise. But again, simple walking. If you like to go to the mall, walk the mall. Things of that sort can help with those things as well. But just don't feel like, oh, I'm so fat and I'll never get back to myself. It will happen. What else do we have here? Oh, remember, people look at babies and you underestimate babies sometimes in terms of what they pick up on. Your baby is going to definitely pick up your moods and on what's going on, and babies are very quick to develop habits that you're creating for them, even though you don't realize that you're doing it. So just be mindful of what you do and think, do I want this for my child down the road? An example of that might be if you constantly walk your baby till he or she falls asleep, just constantly, that's what you do. Just keep in mind that you're creating probably a child that's going to be expected to be walk to sleep. So, when that child or baby is, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and you're trying to put him or her in a bouncy seat or something to go to sleep, they're going to look at you and say, hello, you're supposed to be walking me, or you're supposed to be bouncing me, or, so forth. Little things like that. If your child always falls asleep while eating, sometimes it can develop where they get into the habit of not falling asleep on their own without being suckled or something. So just remember, as you do certain things, that you can be creating something that your child is going to expect. And it may not, even though it's good for the moment, it may not be something that you want to always have to do. Okay, let's see. Coming home. The stairs. Sounds so old-fashioned. Some hospitals will still tell you, and I've heard, though, that some are not putting it as a part of the instructions anymore. But when you first, for that first week, remember, your body has been through a lot. It takes a lot to grow a human being. So don't be quick to rush into things. Limit things when you can. I understand if you need to go upstairs to do certain things and come downstairs, but try to, if you can, limit as much as you can. They'll tell you, go up the steps maybe once or twice in a day. If you can, put everything on one floor, just take your time on the stairs, because there's something about that upward pressure. Even though it's great exercise, it also is great exercise because it works a lot of abdominal muscles. So give your body time to heal. Little things like that can make a difference in our health as women down the road. In terms of just keeping our body, intact. There's a lot in there. Okay, let's see. Almost done, ladies. Oh, back to the breastfeeding. And if you're breastfeeding and you feel that you want more milk, or you feel that you're not meeting your demand, sometimes doctors will be quick to tell you, okay, well, you need a supplement formula. Even though that is okay, if that's not what you prefer to do, remember to give yourself other options. There is a natural herb out there called fenugreek. It's Fenugreek. And you can find it pretty much at any health food store, health food supply store, I'm sorry. Some doctors will recommend it, some may not, depending on who your healthcare provider is. But it's just a tablet that you can take, and that tablet, it's a natural tablet, and whatever it is that's in there helps with milk production, and it's actually sold for that reason to a lot of women. So that's an option for you. One side effect of it is strange. Whatever's in it kind of makes you smell syrupy. So if you perspire, you're like, why am I perspiring, syrup? But hey, to some of you that may be a plus to smell like syrup instead of stereotypical sweat smell. Be nice to walk into a locker room and it smells like syrup, right? Remember, it's normal to make mistakes. It's normal to be fearful. You're not a bad mother. If you make mistakes, if you, whatever it might be, from small to big, it's okay. You're learning. You go out, you buy anything nowadays, from, how to buy an eyeliner pencil and it tells you, how to roll it up, to buy an electronic device and they tell you how to charge or what to do. You go and you get a human being and they pretty much take the child, put them in your arms and say, congratulations, now go figure it out. So, just remember, it's okay to make mistakes. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with you. It's normal. If you didn't make mistakes, I would kind of question that and start to think that maybe you weren't normal if you were perfect in that area. So babies don't come with manuals. There are a lot of resources out there to help. One of my favorite is, I love the What to Expect series. A lot of you have heard the books of What to Expect When You're Expecting. I'm sorry, I can't think of the author. But they're wonderful books, wonderful resources for questions and that other women may have that get answered. But after the What to Expect When You're Expecting, a lot of people don't realize that there are more books in the series. And I enjoy What to Expect the first years, which go through the child from birth to 12 months. And then they have another one for toddler years, which picks up after 12 months. But they answer a lot of questions.